Mike, it's finally happening. You guys may have seen that reel posted. It's finally happening. New set of rubber, new set of wheels. I didn't show this though. We got some new lights going in. Got a lot of stuff happening. Why so much stuff happening all at once? Well, you guys may know that the Overland Mountain West Expo is in a couple weeks, and your boy is about to be in the booth. Finally. I know. Last year we got shut out with no booth. This year we're going to be in a booth. Yeah, as the time gets closer, I'm going to announce what booth we'll be in. But for now, let's enjoy getting the new stuff on our truck. So we're going to be going down to Denver today to drop off our Tundra, our 2023 Toyota Tundra SR5. We're going to be taking it to our good friends over at Run for Tacos. Again, if you guys have not heard of Run for Tacos, they're a family-owned business down in North Denver, I believe. Yeah, we're going to be loading up our truck. We're going to be showing you guys some of the stuff that we'll be adding and then saving the good stuff for after, later on into the video, when we have everything installed. Not everything is here yet. I'm going to be adding and taking off some stuff. My boys over at Running for Tacos are going to be taking care of all of my essentials that I need. I don't have too much time that I can do all the work myself, and I'm not a professional, I'll be honest. I want this done right, especially for our first time being in a booth. I want everything installed correctly, everything looking good, and I want it done a week before. My dad's going to be coming in town, and I want to show him the finished setup of what our truck is going to be looking like. So my dad rarely visits, maybe about once a year at least, give or take. So this is a perfect opportunity to get the truck up and rolling and looking like a whole new self, whole new identity, guys. So we're going to be moving away from 37s and going up to 38s. I think I should be clear on that fitment. I'm not entirely sure, but we will find out if we even clear our 38s. It is a little wider. I'm going to show you here in a second. It's a 13.5 wide. So it's a 38, 13.5 wide R17s. We currently have 37, 12.5 wide R20s. So we're going inch bigger up and wider. And then, of course, we're knocking down 3 inches off that wheel diameter, going away from 20s and going to 17s. Hopefully we can fit these 17s on our truck. Since we do have that 6-inch lift, we have that upgraded wheel knuckle. I think I should clear, since I do have the wheel spacer, it's 1.25 by Spider Tracks. It should clear. We did a test fit last year with some 17s, 17 by 8.5 plus 0, I believe. It barely just made it, but we'll see again if it actually makes it this time with a whole different wheel offset, wheel setup. So we'll see with that. But I will show you our tires. We went with the Nitto Trail Grapplers. My bad. We have the Nitto Ridge Grapplers on our truck now. So we're going with some MTs, getting really aggressive here because why not? I want a different setup. I want that more aggressive look on our truck. And then I honestly always wanted to see how these tires actually performed on the road. Be a real test this winter with these tires on. Our Ridge Grapplers did all right in the wintertime. Did really great during highway, dirt roads, all that kind of stuff. But of course, on ice, not really that many tires do really well unless you have chains. I don't have chains, but we will see how these tires perform this winter. I'm definitely excited. It is an MT, so I don't know how fast these will go in wear and tear, but I guess we'll find out this winter. But give you guys a closer look on these bad boys. Yeah, these are pretty beefy, not too bad. Always wanted MTs on my truck, and finally happening this week for the show just in time. Yeah, you guys seen lots of Nitto trail grapplers. I just wanted to show you guys what tire we are getting. Since I've showed you guys in that reel, if you guys did watch that reel on Instagram, if not, go check it out. I'll unbox it for you guys. I'll be nice. I'll unpackage it just for you guys again. You know, I got to be packing it up right now and heading to Denver. All right. Oh my God. Here she is. Look at that. These are by Lock Offroad wheels. They're 17x9 in a -12 offset. Whew. And of course, it's not black. It's a polish. I'll bring this down. This wheel is a little heavy for me right now. But yeah, I wanted a different look, and I've always wanted to move back to polish. I've had polish on my 5-lug Tacoma way back when. That was one of my first trucks. Even on my first truck, a 91, I had some polished wheels on. And I think it was time to make a comeback with these things. I wanted these things for a while, and Lock Offroad wheels were out of stock. But check that out. They were out of stock for a while, and I waited patiently until they got back in stock. So I'm gonna go and put these back. Oh, so I'm pretty excited to get these bad boys on, and my old wheels off. So what we currently have are 20x10 -24 matte black wheels. It's their Olympus wheel. I love it. I love the aggressiveness. I love everything about it. But I've been wanting to go down to 17s for quite some time now. Probably about a year or so, maybe longer. But I was waiting until I got every use out of my current tire setup, because you know how it is. Rubber is not cheap. And yeah, since we were able to get into our first show, Expo, I thought, why not make the upgrade, make the change? So we are doing just that. Plus, my dad's coming in town. I want him to see the truck from last time, because when he saw it last time a couple years ago, there wasn't really anything done to the truck. So, but I have some other goodies that I will be installing here soon. Again, it's going to be over at R4T down in Denver. I'll wait to show you guys that towards the end of the video. So if you guys want to find out exactly what we did, list of parts, I'll kind of give it to you guys at the end of the video. I don't want to spoil everything for our truck's build for this week. I'll show you guys just the wheels and tires for now. But we got some lumens being installed on our truck. Some other stuff changing too that I have not got yet. So, but I can change that myself. So some other accessory stuff that we'll be updating. I guess in the meantime, I have to go pack up my truck. I don't even know what time it is. I gotta, if you hear those my dogs, they hear me outside. Sometimes when I'm outside and talking, they think we're gonna go somewhere. So they love their car rides, but I can't take them. So my wife's in her car right now. I gotta get in my truck. I gotta load my truck, take off my bike rack. I gotta load this thing. It's gonna be there for a couple days, maybe throughout the whole weekend. But yeah, you guys saw the new wheels and tire setup. Some other goodies that's going to go on there. I'll show you guys after the video. And yeah, so after the video, if you stay to the end of the video, I'll show you guys everything. See if everything works, I hope. The boys are going to be taking care of it. I'm going to show you guys all what's happening. We got a good list of what's going on for this truck. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. Couldn't have been happening without you and your guys' support. So thank you so much. Like, follow, subscribe. And if you guys aren't already following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. I'm going to be trying to be more active here on YouTube. All right, so we just made it down to Running for Tacos. As you see, I forgot to show you guys the last look of my truck. You guys already know, but for those who don't, this is how our truck looks. Again, you've seen those new wheels that we'll be getting, and new tires, wheels, some other goodies that you see. Some stuff are missing on here, wanting to get ready. But yeah, this is what the truck looks like before we take it into Running for Tacos. I have everything loaded out in the back. I'll show you here right now. Yeah, it's pretty much stuffed right here. So got everything strapped in, tires are in. This truck is fully stuffed right now. We got some stuff on the inside of the cab. But yeah, so new setup is going in. Again, we are at Running for Tacos down here in Denver. They're going to be taking care of us this week. The truck's going to be here for a couple days. I just want them to not rush anything. I want the build to be done right. And they're pretty busy as well. I'm dropping my truck off a day early, just so that I don't have to come in early tomorrow morning. So I'm just dropping the truck off a day early, just so that they can start working on it if they find some time. Again, greatly appreciate the boys here at Running for Tacos for treating me right, and for always treating me right and making sure that my truck is always in better condition when given back to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and check my truck in, just doing some last looks. We've had this truck looking like this, wheels and tires, for the last year and a half, and it was time for an upgrade. So if you guys are interested in my wheel setup, that will be for sale as well. Price point, I'm not too sure. Send me a message on Instagram, and then we can go ahead and talk about it. But the wheel and tire setup will be for sale, so let me know if you guys are interested, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna go get my stuff from the truck. Whew, take a look at that. Sneak peek. If you guys haven't seen my other video about these seats, go ahead and take a look at that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my stuff, take it to my wife's car, and drop it off. This truck's gonna be getting taken care of, getting all the goodies that I should have got on a long time ago. But yeah, shout out to all my partners for working with me on this truck over the last year and a half, and my new partners as well, with this build and our current add-ons that we'll be adding onto our truck. I'll announce them when we get everything on, but shout out to them. But shout out to Nitto tires and Lock Offroad wheels. Since you guys already seen that, let's give them a shout out. Yeah, so I'm gonna go grab my stuff. I know I keep blabbering, but I'm so excited. But I gotta go to work, so we're gonna go get our stuff, hand R4T the keys to the truck, and we'll go from there. We're gonna be checking in a couple days when we get the truck, and we'll wait to see what the truck looks like. What's up, guys? We got our truck back. Wasn't able to make a continuous video from where we last left off a few days ago. That was Thursday. Today is now Tuesday. So R4T had our truck for 5 days total, including the weekend, but they worked on it for, I think, Friday, Monday, and then half of today. So we are heading back home. I had to rush home. I wasn't able to continue my video segment there at R4T to give you guys the grand finale. But I got the tires in the back of the pickup. I took some other stuff off the truck, which I have in the cab of my truck. And yeah, shout out to R4T guys. They did an amazing job. Absolutely love the entire look of the truck. As you guys know, I haven't announced it anywhere, but we are fixing up the truck, adding some last minute stuff to the truck because we are going to be in Overland Mountain West in Loveland, Colorado. So if you guys are going to the expo, look for our truck. We're going to be in the Up Top Overland booth with Up Top's Tacoma and my Tundra. So that is next week on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be stopping by. I probably will be walking around, but I got some things too, so I won't be there for all 3 days. But yeah, our truck will be there. So if you wanted to take a look at the truck in person, I think you guys will be amazed. Lots of people always tell me that the truck looks a lot different in person than it does look like online, social media. But yeah, I will go ahead and gotta get home. Gotta go help my wife. We got some things to do, so there's other exciting news on that area. So yeah, lots of things. We've been really busy the last few days, so very stoked and very excited for the new opportunities that are happening. So yeah, personal life and just everything above. I'm really grateful for all the opportunities. And yeah, so I will touch base on the pickup here shortly, of course. And then, can't see it, but we're rocking some R4T merch. Of course, we go there a lot, might as well dress the part. And we got our Nitto hat up here. I am almost home, got my tires, got everything in my truck. It was an hour drive back home, but I gotta do what I have to do at home, and then I will carry on. So sorry if this video is a little long, a little boring. I know some of you guys just want people to just get to the point of their videos, but sometimes, you know, I like to be personal. I'm just a person myself. Nothing special about me, but I like to blab on and on some things. So yeah, I am super stoked for what we have been adding to our pickup. I'm very excited to show you guys exactly what we did to our truck and what I have to show you guys. All right, so we are back. Got real busy yesterday, so I couldn't conclude and show you guys what our truck looked like. But we got the tires off. If you guys are located in Colorado, let me know, message me. I have, again, all 4. I'll show you what it looks like. There you go. It's not too bad at all. It's in pretty great condition still. Got lots of meat left on these tires. So I had it on the truck for, I'll be honest, I had it on the truck for a couple years, and we put roughly a little over 25,000 miles on it. Yeah, there's lots of life left in this. We just got new tires because we wanted a different look and moved away from the 20-inch wheel and moved with a 17. But I'll let you guys look per tire, just the depth in it if you guys are interested. And then we can talk about it. I'll give you guys a deal for it. But the moment you guys have been waiting for, we're going to go ahead and turn this camera around and look at our truck. There you go. Look at that. I mean, you guys seen some clips on Instagram if you guys do follow me already. But what do you guys think? Not too different. But of course, like I said, we got rid of our 37 Nitto Ridge Grapplers. It was a 37, 12.5, or a 20. It's a hybrid tire. They weren't too bad at all, but we wanted to switch it up a little bit. So since we were getting new wheels since we were getting a new tire size, we had to get new wheels to shy away from those 20s. But again, yep, that's what it looks like together. It looks absolutely insane and meaty. Man, look at that. All the asphalt kind of like sticking on here. But got a rough country lift. These tires, these wheels, they look insane, man. I'll show you guys the stance of it as well. So be mindful, I do have a 1.25" Spider Tracks wheel spacer on this setup. But yeah, it looks great. So as you can see, there's like a blue hub-centric wheel spacer right there. There you go. But as you can see, we picked up the Sigma X5 light from Special Lighting. So we have two on, or we have one on each ditch light, and then we have 8 above right there. I'll do a separate video of it having it turned on. We did get rid of the storage container up top there. As you can see, we have 2 of them that's gone. And then, I have something else that I'll show you really quick. I have to turn the camera around. Check these out. Look at that. We've been waiting for some side steps for a while. I wanted rock sliders for a bit too, but when I do have my family in this truck, just having that, you know, I guess that luxury is kind of nice. Definitely not ideal in off-road cases. Of course, rack sliders will probably be the most the nicest thing to have. Of course, it's in the name, rock sliders, so that would be nice too, but this kind of suits my life a lot better, especially for my wife when she gets in and out. So we'll go ahead and close that. You'll see, go right up, boom. So those are the automatic side steps by Rough Country. So for this new install, that all that we did was automatic side steps by Rough Country. We did 10 new Sigma X5 lights by Special Lighting. So 1 on the ditch lights per, and then 8 up on the roof. And then we went ahead and got rid of our storage boxes. And then the wheels and tires, of course, by Nitto and Lock Off-Road wheels. And then we also got dialed in with our switch panel. So we have a switch panel by Rough Country. It's an 8-gang switch. So we have all of our lights connected, the backlighting as well. Finally got my rock lights hooked back up. And I think that was it pretty much. We are running the OE panel kit. So that looks pretty OEM as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much all we did. Nothing too major, but definitely a new, I guess, personality to the truck. I absolutely love it so much. I was shying away from the polished look prior because I had it on my other vehicles way back when, but I decided to bring it back because I needed something different. We added the side steps, of course, just for comfort for my wife and I. And then we finally went all out with having the nice 5-inch pod lights on the ditch lights and above the cab on my Kilo rack by Up Top Overland. And then, of course, our new 38 by 13.5 R17 wheels or tires by Nitto. They're Trail Grapplers. And then they're 17 by, and then a 17 by 9 and the -12 offset by Lock Off-Road wheels. That is their Baja wheels. I was actually going to go black, but I figured why not throw the polished on since I do have that polished aluminum upper control arm. I thought that would be a nice touch to it. But yeah, overall it looks pretty great. Again, some other things I will touch up on it. I'm not going to be doing, or I will be doing a more detailed video later on the lights. I guess the RC side steps as well. I like to maybe separate some stuff so that I have more content for you guys. We're going to be sitting in the booth at the Expo, Mountain West Expo in Loveland, Colorado. So we're going to be at Up Top Overland's booth. I believe their Tacoma and my truck will be there. Again, I won't be there for the entire weekend, but my truck will be there for the entire weekend. So if you guys are going to the expo, feel free to see say what's up to our truck, I guess. So that's where our truck will be. Looks pretty damn sick. That is all that I did to my truck. Um, all of those things that you guys seen, and I've said it countless of times, but it's finally done. It took us almost a whole week to get everything situated, and pretty much a whole week to get this video done. Things have just been crazy lately, and hot. It's been really hot lately as well. I'm gonna go ahead and touch up some other um, key points and make separate videos of all the other parts that we made, or all the other parts that we installed on the truck, just showing you guys what it can do and pretty much its functions of it. Of course, like the lights, the automatic side steps, the control panel for our lights as well. And then I do have some other stuff that I will be getting later on this week that I will probably include in some other videos as well. They're not here yet, so there's no point in really talking about that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about that, just let me know. So yes, the truck is on a 6-inch lift, and I was able to put 17s on this truck. I know the biggest thing, people always said that they weren't able to put 17s on a 6-inch lift because of the upgraded knuckle on these 6-inch kits that we do get. So it is possible. You just have to do, or you just have to have a wheel spacer in there. I believe at least 1.25 inches. I'll touch up more on the actual the wheels and tires and show you more detailed of how much space I actually have, because there's quite a lot of room there. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's kind of a long one, and I've talked about a lot of the things over and over again. But if you guys like the lights, the tires, the wheels, I'll leave the link down below. I do get a kickback for the lights by Special Lighting, so if you guys like it a lot, let me know. I'll have the discount code down below. You guys do get a decent amount off, so there's that. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my wife's car. It's been hot. It's like 101 degrees right now, and my wife's car is dirty. So thank you guys for watching, and appreciate the support. And if you guys aren't already followed or subscribed to us, please do that. It definitely helps us, and I really appreciate you guys' support. See you later.